Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this delayed opinions video. I can tell you it is 8 hours after Raw has finished and I have not stopped doing stuff since Raw finished because there's so much that went down on this show. I've done so many reaction clips that I've been able to do because there was so much to talk about. In fact, I probably could have done another 5 on top of what we've already done. It's bonkers. It's bonkers. I really think this show has got to be an 8. I mean, I don't know if there was anything really that seismic that happened, but it was volume. It was just volume. It was really, honestly, mind-blowing. My mind is blown. I don't even know where to start. I suppose the best place to start is the matches. So, Pete against Sheamus, that got good 93%. And honestly, outside of the quality of some of these matches, I think that talking points were drowning in, right? The Wyatt Sicks thing, a QR code. I mean, that's got to be the big talking point, hasn't it? The QR code. But then think about what Bronson and Braun did. Oh, we're definitely in the 8s. I mean, at the moment, I'm thinking an 8, but I could probably go 8.25. I really enjoyed this show. As I said, it's only the in-ring that I think needed a little tickle. But even that had some great matches, right? So, Pete versus Sheamus was good 93%. Natalya against Zoey was good 90%. New Day against Judgment Day, this was great 73%. And of course, we're really teasing the split in the New Day, which is, oh my God. A lot of people, myself included, wondered if that was in the rear view mirror now with Odyssey Jones no longer being around. But yeah, they're really doubling down on that. Bianca Iyo, what a match. Bianca Belair against Iyo. What a match. That was great, 76%. And then our main event, Dirty Dom against Damian, that was great, 60%. So 5 matches, 3 of them, great. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, as I said, I'm around an 8.25. It's kind of good, actually, to do this a little bit later because even though my head is spinning with the amount of stuff that went down, it's still kind of allowing me to reflect on everything a little bit better. Like, you know, I don't feel like I'm as rushed as when we do this straight after Raw. So I'm really looking forward to getting into the comments. So let's do that, shall we? So Kelly, the wise lady, said Raw was really good tonight. That Braun Bronson match was so good. The audience is going to be used in street fight matches now. Yeah, yeeted a person, didn't they? I like the video we got from Wyatt Sicks, and I'm happy to get a QR code. I was thinking the takeover was going to be different. Kind of like they would just interrupt throughout the show, but it was still great. I've missed the QR codes. I was hoping to see Ricky again. Maybe he's just SmackDown. I think he's just done. I didn't like seeing the same stuff with Judgment Day and the Terror Twins. It always ends that way. Just like SmackDown ending with Bloodline destroying Cody. It's a 7.75 for me. Bye for now. Well, actually, we're very close. We're very, very close. So it seems like we're on a similar wavelength. Raymond said, yes, Raw was stacked. I would have to rate it a 10. The Wyatt Sicks QR code was stacked. And Braun against Bronson was just holy moly. The CM Punk promo was fire. Then Jay Bron Breakker next week should be interesting. That promo between them as well, where Jay was like, your title reign is going to be short, just like your NFL career. Amazing. Jeremy said it was a great show. Bianca and Iyo put on the best WWE Women's TV match I have seen in a while. Yes. Seriously great promo from Punk. Can't wait to see Jay and Braun next week. Jimmy said, I hope you are well, Daze. It was a fantastic show. Wyatt Sicks segment was awesome. Braun against Bronson match was great. Iyo and Bianca killed it. All in all, 9.9. Kim's Trains, Nick, shout out to you, said Raw was amazing. The only thing I have beef with is the women's match where Bianca no-sold the move from Iyo that was planned. If it was, then it's shocking booking. If it wasn't, then Bianca should be fired. Iyo won the match, but it made her look pathetic, and it's dreadful. I actually don't know the move that you're referring to. I would have to have a look back to see which bit you're referring to. I thought the match was amazing. I remember a suicide dive that was fantastic. I remember the bit where Bianca was like walking her up the steps, showing off her strength. That was fantastic. I do remember Bianca coming off the top, and that was a little bit off. I don't think it's that you're referring to, though, so I'd have to dig into that a little bit more. Word of Wrestling said it was an amazing show. Didn't have the feel that SmackDown did. The CM Punk promo was a bit over the top for a stolen bracelet. Bronson Braun was brilliant. Hoping the Wyatt Sicks segment means Braun will be following his family where he belongs. QR code Light Nightbird OMG 7.5 says Word of Wrestling. Jay Dono said maybe Roman helps Jay on Netflix. Uncle Rebel said, I thought it was great. Even though there was no Wyatt Sicks in-ring appearance, every match, promo, interview nailed it. Iyo Bianca stole the show. Braun Bronson was pure fun. The show flowed just perfectly. I'm also really enjoying Joe Tessitore in his short time. 8 out of 10 from me. Can't really comment on him because I do have my headphones on and I do listen, so I know what he sounds like, but still doesn't sound perfectly comfortable. Still doesn't. Maybe part of it is me getting used to it. So I don't know, to be honest. It doesn't sound out of place. It doesn't sound completely wrong or anything like that. I think he'll be fine. But I think we're still getting in the groove, shall we say. I still don't feel like it's totally clicked yet, but yeah, difficult because obviously we're talking all the time, so I'm not sat there just listening to him. So, but yeah, I would say so far, so good. The Wicked Six said Raw was on fire. Raw is cinema. Promos, matches, flow of the show was on point. I wish the Wyatt video would have interrupted an actual segment, but what QR code? Need Braun Bronson at Bad Blood. Bianca Iyo was amazing. 9 out of 10. Wrestling fans since day one said CM Punk promo, I didn't really like it. Sheamus Pete Dunne was a great match. Xavier needs to turn heel. Braun and Bronson was crazy. Iyo Bianca is a phenomenal match. Ray and Jay, baby yeet. Raw 775. I don't even know what that is. Yeet. Very good. Bailey said, I hope the QR code was a one-off. I'm happy that the QR codes are back. Oh, wasn't a one-off, sorry. I'm happy they're back. Also seems like Wyatt Sicks are done with American made. Yes. And surely Bronson Braun ends in the only thing that can contain them, that is hell. I don't even think that would contain them, Hell in a Cell, to be honest. Also, Joe Tessitore is starting to grow on me. That's interesting. Lexi said, amazing. It was okay, but I thought the Wyatt Sicks was going to come out and I was wrong, says Lexi. Cody fan account and Lee Moriarty fan account said Raw was solid all round. Punk segment was fire. Braun Bronson was cool. Wyatt Sicks video was interesting. Tag team match was okay. Jay and Braun was fire. Dominik Damian match was okay. Overall 8.5. Carl said it was an awesome show. Iyo Bianca was pure fire and easily match of the show. Iyo showed why she's the best and Bianca showed why she's right up there as one of the best. It sucks that Kyrie is still hurt and had to be replaced though. Love the Bronson Braun chaos. It's brilliant. Lots of good vibes, isn't there? Lots of real positivity around, which is awesome. Brandon said, wow, tonight's Raw was amazing. I really enjoyed this stacked edition of Raw. I always loved the storytelling of this Triple H era, but man, having CM Punk start the show with that promo, I can't wait to see what happens next week with Drew. Raw, 10 out of 10. Lewis said Jay and Rhea are so entertaining. Punk's promo tonight was phenomenal. Wyatt's QR code was stacked, but leaves us with more questions than answers about what's next. Good show, 8 out of 10. NJ94 said it was a good show. I give it an 8. I didn't like the Chad and American Maid still mocking the Wyatts, though. I didn't like that. Unless they actually kill them at this point. Nothing they do seems to bother Chad, which baffles me. I'm right in that boat with you. But there's a story being told, so maybe when it's finished, it'll make sense. I think it's finished. They said they were done with them. Wyatt Sicks didn't seem to really target them or, you know, set their sights on them. So right now, as I'm sat here now, I think it's done. Matthew Cross said it was a good show, start to finish. Wish we could have had Iyo Bianca more often. One criticism is that the New Day breakup has gone on way too long. Yeah, the only thing I'd say is let them off that a touch, just because we know this was not the plan. We know Odyssey Jones was meant to be involved, so we are definitely going down roads we were not expecting to go down. So I'd say I'm cutting them some slack there. Also, Gunther as IC champ wrestled every week, and his matches were great. They need him wrestling again, not just pay-per-views. It was a solid 9, says Matthew. Joey said it was great, 10 out of 10. I was not expecting a QR code tonight, and I have been loving Braun and Bronson. I am becoming addicted to meat madness. I'm kind of losing hope of there being another Hell in a Cell match, though. I would love for Rhea Liv to be in Hell in a Cell. Tony said, I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 yeets. This was a great show. I just don't want the New Day to part. Night Legacy said, once again, another awesome Raw. Jey Uso didn't fail to deliver as per usual. Braun delivered a monster spear and took one. Wade Barrett got sent to the floor. Wyatt Sicks are moving on. Bronson, Reed and Braun absolutely cooked. It was straight 8.5. Ben Pierce said Raw was good. Great match between Bronson, Braun. Also, Bianca Iyo put in on probably the best match of the night. Gunther not accepting, still being that amazing heel. I can't wait for that match. Rumors are Gunther, Sammy at Bad Bloods. But yeah, we're still not there, are we? Joel said Raw was good, but the best part is the fan that got yeeted over the barricades. Dean Parker said, I loved Raw, thought it built to Bad Blood, good, loved the Wyatt Sicks QR code. I didn't think we needed to see Kyrie and Jade's 2K24 entrance. Overall, I can't wait to see who is next for the Wyatt Sicks, says Dean. Lord Shiogarath said it was a slowish start, but it picked up as it went on, so 7.5. Rhea and the Yeet Clown segment, 3. So, Lord not feeling Rhea and the Yeet Clown. So, Lord, shout out to you. Jay Wyatt said it was a good show, but less than a minute of the Wyatt Sicks. Disappointed. Well, it might have been less than a minute, but oh my God. I don't know that I spoke about anything else for the back half of the show because, I mean, they were there for like, it was very short, but that QR codes, I mean, it was so rich. It wasn't just a case of scanning it, here's a picture. I mean, there was a new journal entry. There was 2 word puzzles to solve. There's info in the source code. There's 2 images. I mean, it was stacked. So I do understand disappointed at not getting to see more of the Wyatts, but this week was about that QR code. Think of the work that's gone into that. Amazing. So pleased to have it back. It's not something I'm looking for every week, though, because it really disrupts our watch-alongs. I am aware, right? I hear you. I know. But it's, you know, we have a community that so enjoys it that I would be shouted at if I look into it, and I'd be shouted at if I didn't. So, I'm in a can't win situation, really. Cameron Wrestling said the show tonight was stacked top to bottom, and it was a great watch. My favourite part was the whole Kofi Xavier tension, because you really didn't know who's going to be the one that turns, says Cameron. Bob David said, honestly, after the sludge that was August, tonight felt like we were back in business. Ryan said, Raw is the most consistent weekly show in wrestling. All stories are hitting. And even though I think the outcome is predictable, I am very excited for Jay versus Braun next week. Yes, They built that so well. I feel like Jay needs this win, but to have Braun lose would be a mistake. Tough one to call. I think it's Braun. DM221 said, I think Raw was amazing. The Wyatt Sicks part was my favourite part because I've been watching them since the beginning. Do you know, just going back to this one, I think it's going to be Tama Tonga. I wouldn't be shocked if Tama Tonga gets involved, or Tonga Loa, or Jacob. I think that the Bloodline could end up costing Jay that singles title, which will just add to reasons as to why he needs to go back, if you will, join up with Roman. Alex said, awesome Raw. Iyo Bianca was a banger. Loved the Bronson and Braun segments. Loved CM Punk's promo. Loved what Finn said to Rhea. Happy that Braun got a pay back on Jay. Very happy that the Judgment Day stood tall. Second straight Monday. 10 out of 10 Raw, said Alex. Love the streams. Alex, thank you. Logan James says, hello Daze. Hello Logan. Great Raw. My rating is 8.5. Absolutely thrilled to watch Iyo and Bianca deliver an unforgettable match that kept everyone on the edge of their seats. And Iyo is one of the best women's wrestlers of all time. And best the Julia and Damage Control. Nathan said, it was incredible all round plus stream. Nathan, shout out to you, my friend. Melanie said it was awesome. I wonder what's going to happen with the New Day. It's not looking good, is it? I'd say the signs are not good. Nishi said, Iyo versus Bianca was genuinely 5-star classic. Absolutely awesome Raw. Ludwig, Sammy and Punk were great on the mic and two monsters brawled like there's no tomorrow. 10 out of 10. Yes, that was their Backlash match, wasn't it? Where Bianca was being booed. That was, I want to say Backlash like 2023. Last year in Puerto Rico, and that was a banger as well. Sam said it was great. Punk is the greatest promo ever. Braun and Braun was epic. 10 out of 10 for me. Howdy LFC said it's a bit long, but hopefully you'll bear with me. That's all right. I can deal with this. Oddly sinister and overall was amazing. Great start with the matches. Sheamus versus Pete Don't Call Me Butch Dunne was entertaining. The Jay and Braun segment was so much fun. I was applauding Braun's mic skills, and immediately after that, Jay just destroyed him with that NFL line. As I've said continuously, I'm on board for the Woods heel turn. New Day are so good and fun to watch, but I would love to see something new. The Wyatt Sicks interruption gave us some stuff to dig into, which leads me to the Battle of the Behemoths. What a wild brawl that was. Absolutely loved it. Get these guys on a PLE immediately. Looking forward to seeing what the Wyatt Sicks are going to do with Braun. Missed the main event. I will watch it back later. Leslie said, I love Jey Uso, giving a shout out to Jacob Fatu.
At the end of the day, in real life, I will dog walk your ass.
Oh, right. I didn't realize that was a little link to that. So, Leslie, thank you. Samantha said, Raw was a great episode this week. QR code was exciting and I enjoyed every match. Batman said, I loved it. Everything was so good. But the best thing in the show was the best in the world. CM Punk. What a promo. It's a different CM Punk promo. He's putting everything on the line. Drew has no idea what's coming for him at Bad Bloods. Overall, it's 9 out of 10. El Patata said it was great. There was OMG moments with two monsters. Triple H gave us a great, clean, unpredictable match on free TV. Iyo versus Bianca needs to be the best of 10. Thoughts? Dominik is great in the ring. He could be on Braun, Dragon Lee, Ilya's level, but his matches can only end on a 619 or a frog splash. So in the end, I just think of him as being good, not great to watch. Rating 8, says El Patata. John Elite said it was a fiery promo from Jay. Braun and Bronson was chaotic. Maybe a last man standing match. Loved Punk's promo saying that he'd be willing to die. I thought Xavier was going to turn tonight, says John Elite. Right, a few little bits in Discover More. Brace yourself. So we did, and it delivered. WWE have not yet confirmed the runtime for Raw once it moves to Netflix. Company was quick to confirm that SmackDown would remain 2 hours on USA Network. That's coming from Fightful Select, although Dave Meltzer says he's heard it goes back to 3 hours. Oh my god, it's beautiful, says We Want Cody. It is a very nice graphic, so very good. And there's SlamX saying transmission interruption. That looks like a flipping Solo album cover, doesn't it? Not Solo Sokoa, but like a solo artist. You know, like I want to hear this album. Quite haunted, isn't it? It's quite a haunted. I'd imagine it's very acoustic with some like eerie noises in the background. Maybe a little bit psychedelic in there as well. But that so looks like his debut album. Love that. Love that. Right, awesome. There we go, guys. That was this week's review and opinions for Raw. Don't forget, we will be back later with our NXT live stream. No Wrestling Escape Pod this week because Triple T is busy. So it means we can get stuck into the NXT stream earlier than usual. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with me. This slightly delayed episode, but appreciate the support. See you next time.